Jr. I'm chief of the G. Charles Choctaw Nation, and I'm from south of Houma. I think child restraint, teaching residents how to properly restrain the kids. Seatbelt laws, speeding is bad. They just fixed the road where we live, and I was telling them on the way here that I could hear the traffic at night. It's just really excessive. Child safety restraints is probably be a good topic to teach. Car seat now.
No, okay.
We fix the road finally. That's what it is. I mean, just making people aware of the laws and the speed limits. Making people aware of that. Because you have outsiders that come along there, they drive fast. I mean, they don't care. But I'm pretty sure all the grown-ups are buckling up. And some of them got a few tickets back when they go back into town, and I think they get the message.
They get the message, right?
We are very resilient. We got hit very hard with Hurricane Ida. A lot of people are still without homes. So we're very resilient and never give up.
I'm Tunica-Biloxi from the Pointe-au-Chien tribe. No, my brother is the chair. We don't have a chief.
Okay.
We go by a chairman who is elected by our members.
Okay.
So, I serve on the Governor's Commission for Native Americans, and I come to Baton Rouge quite often to different meetings and stuff like that. In Terrebonne Parish, all the way at the end of the road. I live in Montague, but my tribe is located in Pointe-au-Chien. Some of the highway safety issues we have is that we have a lot of bayous around our area. So my brother was killed in a car accident when he was 17 years old. He had a blowout. One of his tires popped, and I guess he lost control of the vehicle, and he went in the bayou, and he ended up being stuck underneath the vehicle. Yeah. So, and I've had quite a few relatives that have passed away because of accidents that happened with them going in the bayou and, that kind of stuff. It's the roads, there's no shoulders, some areas, like if you go off about a foot, you're going to be in the bayou. That's one of our main concerns. Also, I would have to say that we have a lot of alcohol incidents. We've had really a lot of, Louisiana, the South especially. Come on now, we have all the fans, we have all the, all these different things that are going on, and we have a lot of, in fact, one of my friends that I just, my sister served in her wedding. Her parents, her sister and her husband was killed 3 months ago by impaired drivers. Yes. We're trying to get the roads paved. cleaned in some of our areas that, you know, were really messed up. We do have the watershed road that was messed up from dump trucks, you know, because we're building the Morgans into the Gulf. And so there's a lot of dirt that's being moved, so we have dump trucks constantly passing on the highway, and the roads going to our tribal area is paved and very nice.
Good.
I think that our roads have gotten better. Right now, we're in the midst of building a new bridge in the Berg area that has caused a lot of traffic problems because, you know, you have to pass on a little 2-lane highway. But we can't wait for that bridge to be finished. It's going to be modernized. And like I said, we can't wait for that community, that improvement to be finished. State troopers, which Troop C is located in Terrebonne Parish. So they do have an outreach in the Civic Center every year that they teach parents. You can drive up and they teach parents how to correctly. In fact, I need to go myself because I just got a car seat. I have 2 granddaughters, one 4 and one that's a year and a half. And so I need to go there now with the seatbelt the correct way and making sure that that seatbelt, that baby car seat is put in correctly.
Good.
So we do have those kind of programs. We do. You know? It's the fishing, you know, what do you do? Come down to buy and buy your fresh shrimp. My son runs a charter business, so we have a lot of, you can come fishing and catch a bunch of speckled trout, redfish. You can do freshwater fishing. That was one of the main things is, you know, where our tribal area is, you can get ball crabs, you can get shrimp, you can get fish, you know.
We're going to try and dance to a war dance. A war dance is which is they're not used to doing, but the drum that we were depending on didn't show up today. So we're going to ask the Rising Sun Youth Group to come forward, and we're going to try and dance to the war dance.
Rivers of the Tunica-Biloxi Tribe of Louisiana. Oh, we have a very rural community, so it's a lot of, let's say, small roads and no shoulders, things like that. Unfortunately, their driving habits are like mine. We've had a lot, you know, throughout our years, a lot of accidents, playing a lot of lives. Probably seatbelts. For the Texas driving, I'm a school bus driver, and I see a lot of that. Sometimes in our own sheriff's department, you know. So it's still, I know the message is out there, you know, but it's just how you go about getting to really put that in practice, to not text and drive. That is, I do have a granddaughter that I have to, you know, I put her in a car seat a lot, you know, and it's just make sure she's vocally right. But I say right, that's from what I'm thinking it is. It may not be proper, but it seems to be working. But I think before we talked about going and giving a workshop, and I think that would be good. We're very friendly people and willing to help. And like I said, you'll see that when you come to see us. You know, we're very open and friendly to us and outsiders, but anyone that comes in, the visitors to our community. And we like to cook and eat a lot. So come, we will feed you.
My name is Beverly Rochelle. I'm Secretary Treasurer of the Tunica-Biloxi Tribe, and I'm in the central part of Louisiana, located in Marksville, Louisiana.
I am Paulette Tribal Council member for the Tunica-Biloxi Tribe, located in Marksville and Wills Parish.
A lot of bad roads, potholes and stuff, and the town will come and, you know, patch them up, and within a week they're back to what it was before with the, you know, the big trucks, the tractors, and 18-wheelers.
And, you know, and as far as safety, as far as, you know, you see a lot of people on their cell phones talking, children not being restrained, being distracted drivers, and speeding, those type of things, and safety as well.
We're a small town, so it's really, we don't have that much traffic where we're located at. Just like I said, the bad roads, you know, just need repaved.
And for us, you know, we do see, you know, law enforcement out on the streets. You know, we do see signs that tell us, you know, whenever we need to have, you know, be cautious as far as, you know, a bad curve or a bad spot in the road, those type of things. So we do see, you know, them out there putting those signs, giving us caution to that as well. I know, like for us, we recently had a day for our tribal members, and we had an organization that came in and did seatbelt checks and also did car safety checks, and also gave our information to our tribal members if they wanted to reach out, make an appointment for them to come out and to do those type of checks as well.
That probably was the Louisiana Passenger Safety Task
I believe
Force.
so.
Yes.
Right. And then with our health department also, they have, they give the tribal members that just had newborns car seats, and they will bring them in and show them how to properly, you know, install the car seats.
I would like to say that we are a small community, we are a family-oriented community, and as our tribe, we try to work with our local officials and governments and, you know, be one, and, you know, and united as one, you know, help each other out in any way that we can.
Ditto.
Ditto.
So I'm SHIRELL PARFAIT-DARDAR. I am a tribal citizen of the Grand Caillou Dulac band, Biloxi-Chitimacha-Choctaw, and I currently serve as elder chief. We definitely still see a lot of people that are using their cell phones while they're driving, mostly younger people, right? So I think if we had some more education behind those things and the consequences behind those things, I think that could really help maybe bring those numbers down. We also have problems with some of our younger generations, you know, they want to speed, right? They're ready to get where they got to get. Down areas like where I live, Bayou Side Drive, again, that's one of the smaller roads with no shoulders, and we have children that play on those roads. You know, so just really educating them about the importance of following the speed limits, because there's a reason why we have those. Yeah, I think maybe that would help, you know, get some more compliance with being safe on the roads, and also bring down the chances of having an accident. I think there's quite a few things that our community does well. Not to brag, but I happen to feel like we come from one of the nicest and most well-mannered communities. Look, it's all about Southern hospitality, right? And if you come down to our area, everybody asks how you're doing, and when traffic lights are out, everyone takes their turn, they stop, you know, everyone tries to be courteous. So we don't see a whole lot of problems with courtesy. I'm super thankful for that, right? Because that just makes the roads a little bit more safer when you can have some patience and be a little bit more courteous. Well, definitely in our communities, we're still predominantly indigenous. You know, and it's, I don't know, very, very unified community. Like everyone works together, everybody knows everybody, you know, and the food is absolutely amazing. But I don't know anyone that you can call in my community that's not going to be concerned about how you're doing today. Like, did you eat yet? You know, like, how's your mama doing? And I know that's across Louisiana, but definitely in our community, it just feels like very family oriented and very, very close knit. You know, and that's one of the things that always kept me coming back home because I have traveled, but I couldn't find that anywhere else. Right? So I always wanted to make sure that I raised my kids where I felt that sense of closeness and safety, and where I am, it still feels that way. Right? And I have 4 kids now, so I really was able to bring them up in that environment. The more we know, the better we can do, right? And look, it's a big road out there. We all got to share it. You know, let's just try to be courteous and safe.
Chandler VIDRINE, Executive Director for the Governor's Office of Indian Affairs. So we know that a lot of our tribal communities live in rural areas, right? So of course, you know, with rural areas, there are tiny roads, curves everywhere you go, short curves. So with that, you know, we just need to ensure that we address, of course, you know, drinking, anything dealing with youths. We want to be sure that they're strapped up as much as possible. Anything dealing with safety for a lot of urban areas is where we ensure that a lot of urban and rural areas, we need to ensure that we highlight to our tribal communities. Gotcha. So right now, a lot of our tribal communities are starting to understand and know what our state agencies and state partners are here for. And they're really receptive to each and everything that they teach them. So far, since you guys have been coming and speaking to them, they've been more knowledgeable about highway safety and being wanting to be more interactive with you guys. So I think that that's super important, knowing that at the end of the day, they're willing to learn and they're wanting to know more and they're wanting to keep their community safe. Making things are the most is ensuring that our tribal communities are receiving each and everything that they need, whether from small tools to leading organizations that will definitely bring as much resources to them as much as possible, and just knowing that they're there to be contributing students students and adults, of course, to our entire state and across the nation. Our tribal communities are the most vulnerable and the most underserved communities in this state, and I'm super excited that the governor has continued to support them, especially through this Office of Indian Affairs, ensuring that they're getting all the necessary needs that they need. The tribal communities are your neighbor. They're your friend. They're everything that they could possibly be. At the end of the day, they just want to ensure that they can get the same access and success as anyone else within this state. So we want to ensure that we continue to uplift that, and we want to ensure that they see the diversity, equity, and inclusion throughout every constituent in this state who's not Native American. And at the end of the day, I know that here they call this home, and I know that they really and truly enjoy being here. So at the end of the day, it's all about coming together and being a family and uniting with each other and ensuring that we're getting each and everything that we need to be successful.